Vanquishing Decapitator of Swords. These Morlu invaders don't cause much trouble, they're just random, I don't know, demon-ish things. They don't hurt you that much. What causes a lot more trouble are their spellcasters, which you only meet later in the Great Span, I believe, because they summon meteors, which do a fair bit of damage. And these terror demons really aren't that terrible. And I do truly believe I've gone too far. Massacre.
Can't carry more.
Fine. Okay, so back to town. And town in Act 4 still means the exact same town as in Act 3, so still the Bastion's Keep stronghold. Okay, now let's check it out. What does that axe do? Not very much. I mean, the level requirement reduced by 10 seems like a completely pointless stat. Let me just teach him this recipe quickly. Yay! I've taught him 12 recipes. I just bought some because they were ridiculously cheap. So the highest level you get is these Marquis? I don't know. Something along those lines. Marquis. But yeah, they are, as you see, bind to account on pickup, so as soon as I make them, they're account bound. Right below, though, below that tier is Radiant Star. I can show you the topaz because I've got all of them. Radiant Star is the highest one that you can still trade on the auction house. And these things are insanely expensive as time goes by, so you need 3 to make the next tier, and as you see the gold cost also goes up. 10,000, 200,000, 400,000, and then 20 million for the highest tier, which seems a bit of a steep jump, to be honest. It doesn't seem like it's something you'd actually want to do. Because 20 million just for those 2% more damage or something. To me that seems like a very, I don't know, first world problem kind of thing. I mean, I guess if you have the money you might as well, but if I had 20 million I definitely know I would spend it on different things. Alright. So that was a hard-coded boss, he always appears. Oh, I know what I forgot. I went to town for a reason. I had a nifty feeling something was up.
She's back. Can you believe it?
There are just too many demons out there. Could you do something about that?
Well, I do work on it, don't I? Okay, I'm just keeping these now. Doesn't matter. Everything's fixed up. Okay. Now this is again the portal I need to go to once I've found the second Hell Rift, but I haven't yet, so... As I said, I had the feeling I went too far. It might be somewhere down here. Seems I can't recast the familiar when I already... Oh, I can. I do lose the arcane power. Never mind.
The angels themselves could be turned by Diablo's evil if it is not vanquished soon. That would be a dread fate indeed.
Okay, those were all the wrong ones. I will not do any of these side dungeons in here. I don't like them. And these mounted armordons, they do kind of mortar attacks as well. And they are tedious. Very tedious. But these random things, these demons which fly over you and drop stuff on you, by the way, I've never seen them do more than 2 damage.
You dare attack me?
So it seems like these are added pretty much only for looks, and you can safely ignore them. At least I always did. Alright, let's check back here then. I always seem to do this in this particular section of Act 4 that I run by the Hell Rift because I'm not thorough enough. Probably because by this point of the game I've usually given up trying to explore everything. Running out of places to check. Down here is just the Holy Sanctum, which again does not contain the Hell Rift, never does. Oh, and look, a treasure pygmy. So as you see, even now I don't need the Archon to take them down. But I can check the dagger and these bracers. Nah. Was that ranged or? Yeah, ranged attacks do 4% less damage. Just seems like such a small value, 4% less damage. Okay, I guess I can check here as well. If it's not there, it's gonna be right at the end, and I could have saved myself a lot of walking. I'm just trying to see. If it's not here, I'll make a cut. But this looks promising.
I draw closer to victory, Nephilim. You are too late, just as you always have been.
Look, just over there. I never imagined such a creature.
Electrified, molten, vortex, and vampiric. Ah, I dislike vortex, as I said. So I really just got 2 blue items from a Act 4 champion group, elite group, whatever. I'll just quickly close the Hell Rift. And then I'll make the cut afterwards. I've never yet seen elite groups in these Hell Rifts.
Demons come from Diablo's realm of terror in the burning hells. The gateway must be shut.
However, that doesn't mean they can't actually spawn in here. I just haven't seen it yet. Might be I've been lucky, might be I've forgotten. So don't necessarily take my word for it.
I am unstoppable.
And here's going to be the exact same, or another of these exact same bosses.
My fiends will tear you apart.
This one's called Sledge though, and he's exploding on death. Need to remember to recast the familiar because he gives me some extra health regen.
The Hell Rifts.
Okay, Hell Rifts are closed.
Rifts are closed, but it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left. All creation.
Again, this whole pointless thing about... no. I don't entirely like the portrayal of Diablo and Asmodan as enemies in this game. They just seem so inept at doing what they're doing, which is supposedly destroying everything. I guess I should have put maybe the rune in, which gives me more arcane power regeneration, but the problem is, if I change a rune even, all my Valor stacks will go away, so for this bit now it's actually not really necessary to have him. I mostly have him for the Diablo fight, because with the cooldown on the healing wells and the health potions and stuff, I prefer to have the extra health regen. But alas, I can't change it just before, because then I'd lose the stacks, which
Tyrael.
Yes, but we must.
I want. And Tyrael has now joined back with us. Well, hey, isn't that nice?
Darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward. It is an honor to be one of you.
Yeah, the whole point here is that Imperius is kind of unhappy that we're trying to help, and he thinks we're to blame for everything, and he doesn't want us in the heavens, basically. Even though he himself can't deal with Diablo, still doesn't want our help.
The corruption is thicker here.
One thing which I would criticize, Diablo technically should now have all the 7 Lords of Hell inside him, so I think that should reflect more in the boss fight against him somehow. Like he has 7 faces or something, phases where but 7 faces would work as well, but 7 phases would be fine. Where you kind of have some elements from the original boss fights against the particular Lords of Hell and stuff like that, but all you'd kind of have is these conversations with these ghosts.
Knowing you helped me become the prime evil. For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Leah, no!
This thing's actually fairly dangerous, but it has almost no health, so that really cuts away from the danger, but the damage output of this particular aspect of terror can actually be quite high, so you shouldn't take that too lightly. But as you saw, he died insanely quickly, so... And I think he doesn't even spawn if you don't talk to Leah, so if he gives you trouble,
Didn't see that coming, did you?
I believe that way you can avoid the fight completely. And here we have the Silver Spire level 1.
Diablo is climbing the spire.
I lived only to serve my master Belial, but you killed him and unleashed the prime evil on the world.
An illusion!
So this is Andariel's minion. I have no idea what Andariel was like. I think he was in Diablo 2?
Your spirits are no longer held by Diablo's corruption.
Or was he even an enemy in that? I think Andariel and Duriel were enemies in Diablo 2. And then in the end you fought Diablo again, and in the add-on you also fought Baal.
Away with you!
I think Mephisto... Was Mephisto from this game? I'm not even 100% certain, but... I seem to recall there being one Lord of Hell which you haven't fought. Oh, this is bad. This is the guys which summoned down the meteors, if you remember. And now having those as a boss group is nasty. Now they're molten, so that again cuts down on my kiting potential. And right at the beginning as well.
Healed.
That's the annoying thing about walking with the exact same button, which also does attacks. Occasionally you're trying to walk, but instead you move, which is... Well, I mean, it's not that bad. It's mostly you being bad with the controls, because you can... I think if you hold down some button, you always move instead of fighting. I don't know. Okay, so let's check. This will give me more damage, but decrease my health, which I'm not interested in. And this will give me a large damage boost, but increase my health by, well, the same number, in fact. Still, I like the extra health, so... not much of an option. More of these blood star curse things. The advantage now, you have two followers in this particular section. Both Tyrael and the Enchantress, or whoever else your companion happens to be, they can both actually kind of tank that blood star thing, so let them take it. They don't have repair costs, they don't really die. Oh, that was close. Almost got hit by the frozen. So that's Hell Witches now. Electrified, teleporter, something else. That wasn't very dangerous though. They didn't even live long enough for me to read what their special abilities were. Meh. Again, the reduced level requirement seems entirely pointless. Oh, that wasn't all of them. Oh, that was just a random drop. That was all of them.
If only they could see your spirits are no longer held by Diablo's corruption.
So yeah, again, there you saw these circles on the ground. That's when the casters summon the meteors, which you should try to avoid, because they're not that bad, but they hurt quite a bit, so... And especially with them being so predictable, I always feel a bit silly when they hit me, because I saw that coming. Alright, this can go away, and this can be identified. Meh. I very much doubt I'm going to find any worthwhile items during the rest of this playthrough.
With the energy of the crystal arch, but now
but as I said, I usually am very unlucky with drops, so I guess you kind of get used to it, and then you get enough gold to just buy the good stuff anyway. I mean, I did sell one item on the auction house a while ago for 500,000 gold, so that can't have been that bad. It was one of the ritual knives which I got, which seemed like a good weapon to me as well, so... Okay, there's another boss group. And another incinerator group. Which are frozen and arcane enchanted. This might be very, very bad. I do not like that they are frozen as well. Okay. That could have been worse. I guess I had enough space to kite them now that it didn't cause that much trouble anymore. General though, that could have been, well, dangerous-ish in a way. And these rifts on the ground deal damage, so again you can avoid them, because they won't deal damage while they're not rifting out stuff. I know it's not the right word, but it sounds cool. And I do need to remember to recast the familiar. I don't really use him that often. In fact, I don't think I even used him last time against the Diablo fight, but... in the Diablo fight, but... I also died a fair few times, and I think this might help a bit.
You see that enemy over there?
Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yes, he's going to in fact kill me, probably. I'm not sure if that was a lot of crowd control or a lot of me hitting enemies instead of running away.
The corruption is so much more thorough here than it was in the garden. So much more complete. Diablo knows the Spire is the heart of the high heavens.
Oh, illusionist as well. Right? Yeah.
Still waiting. A powerful enemy we have laid low. I'm carrying too much.
I had not expected that to work that well. So, a Templar Relic. I mean, I guess I could give it to him. I
One last fight for our hero.
don't even know what he's currently carrying. Templar, inventory, please. Oh! Well, that's something. Oh, he's not even level 60. I think he would be level 60 if I choose him now, but I don't want to. I don't care that much. If he doesn't want to have that thing, he's not gonna get it. Fix me up, please. Thank you.
You're going up against the Lord of Hell?
Now these rings are nice, but I don't like the lack of health, so I mean, I guess with the 35% damage cap on my armor, I don't really need that much health, but I still like to have more. I forgot to store my items in the chest, but so be it. And Flawless Square, incidentally, are the best jewels which you can find from enemies. So anything higher than that you're gonna have to produce yourself. Which is just the way it is, I guess. I would have preferred to be able to craft more, but... to find more, actually. But... it's not so.
Destruction Diablo has wrought. If we do not stop it, this is the future of all creation.
Well, something's jailed me. Oh, a key warden. Don't think I fought this one ever before. I am on 5 stacks, so technically he can drop the key,
don't have
but
enough arcane power.
I believe the rates are probably ridiculously low. Oh, and I found the amulet design, which I've already got. Right? Yeah, I think I've already... yeah, it's already known, so... oh well. Basically, you can, at the jeweler, you can create amulets which have one fixed stat and then again a few random ones. And these items... well, this one seems nice-ish with the magic find and high vitality, but... nope. My pants are better. And here we are, the Great Span. And I think I've been recording for almost an hour now, so there's definitely going to be a cut now, and I'll be seeing you all again very soon. Bye bye.